There was a big Supreme Court hearing yesterday, and there were some encouraging things said and some absolutely horrific things said. But long story short, we have a long way to go until we're a country where valuing the life of a child is universal. I'll just put it to you that way. Joining me now, Dr. Abby Johnson, pro-life advocate, probably the leading pro-life advocate in the country. Okay, Abby, what did you make of the hearing? Obviously, I heard the crazy things that were said, but I was encouraged. I think we're probably going to get a good ruling out of all this.
I think so. I think based on what I heard, I think that we will. Of course, I mean you never know. I hate to I hate to completely predict one way or another. With Roberts on the court, we really never know. But I am hoping that we will get a favorable ruling.
Abby, where are we at on the battle for the unborn? Obviously, I understand, and I'm frustrated by it, but I understand the national GOP has really walked away from this, and I got it. Okay, fine. But the fight is not necessarily national anymore. It's with the different states. Where are we there?
We had a really, I think Florida and their Amendment 8, the success of that was a huge boost to the pro-life community. Now, we did lose Missouri, their Amendment 3, but we did have some successes. We had some losses. I think Florida's success was it was a victory for the nation, really, because I think that, and you and I talked about this before on the show, if Florida would have sunk, I think that it would have given them the opportunity to go after other conservative states like Texas, like Louisiana, like Alabama, Mississippi, all these southern states. I think because there wasn't a failure there in Florida, I think it really did take some momentum, some steam out of their sails. So I think that was a good thing. I think that it has really de-escalated the momentum that they had after Ohio, after winning in Ohio. I think that it has knocked them down a few pegs, and I do think that we have a little bit of an advantage right now after the election, especially since Kamala Harris didn't win and she ran her entire platform on the fact that she wanted something similar to Roe back on the books for this nation.
Abby, why did we win in Florida? Because it had been getting pretty disheartening, as you and I have talked about before. You're looking at Ohio, you look at all these things. So why did Florida turn out to be a victory for us? What did we do right there, or what did they do wrong?
Florida won and had a decisive victory because of the leadership there, because of Governor Ron DeSantis. Ohio lost because there was really no cohesive leadership. You had many, many, many different conservative and different pro-life groups coming into the state, doing their own thing, having their own campaigns, having completely different messaging, different pots of money coming in. There was no cohesiveness. There was no unity. Everybody was putting out a different message, and there was a lot of confusion. And that is why the Ohio amendment lost. The Florida Amendment won because you had a leader in Ron DeSantis, and he basically said, all of the groups that want to come in here in Florida are going to have to stand behind me and the message that we're giving out from the state. And that was why there was so much. I mean, it was an overwhelming success.
Gosh, that is freaking encouraging. What's the next battle? What should we be looking for, Abby? What state is it?
I think that they're going to kind of start in the Midwest. So they've already taken Missouri. So I think we're going to be looking at the Midwest, Indiana, Iowa, all of those states. I think they're going to be going for those. I mean, the West Coast, the left coast, they've already, abortion is already enshrined there. So, and I think that they know that the South is sort of off limits now, since they lost in Florida. So I think that they're going to be targeting the Midwest.
Abby, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I would thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, but I know how brilliant it is, and I know you love it here. So subscribe and watch. We're going to start really ramping things up and putting some funny stuff, some interesting stuff out there, some collaborations. Either way, my YouTube channel is officially the place to be. So stick around.